What is poppin'? What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney. I appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and the channel to grow overall. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single one of those videos that I post. It's only right, you guys. Yep. The 49ers are overrated, guys. I'm not a buyer in the 49ers as far as winning a Super Bowl this year. Now, I don't think the 49ers are a bad team. I really don't. You know, they're 8-0 right now. They're undefeated. They might lose tonight to Seattle. I'm very interested to watch that game. But either way, they could be 9-0. Even if they lose tonight, 8-1, that's still a really, really good record. They'll still have them for the best record in all of football, you know, tied with the Patriots if they lose tonight or if they win. You know, the point is, the 49ers are a really good team. And in the offseason, I actually picked the 49ers to win their division. So I was high on the 49ers, okay, as far as making the playoffs. However, you know, when you look at if someone's overrated or if a team's overrated, you have to look at the way they are rated and perceived by many people. Now, I feel like a lot of people are starting to put the 49ers in the category as best team in football. They can come out the NFC, they're gonna win a bunch of playoff games, they'll get the 1 seed, they'll win the Super Bowl, and I just don't see that vision. And my theory is that the San Francisco 49ers, they will not win a playoff game this year. That's my humble belief. They will not, even if the 49ers get home field advantage throughout the entire NFC, I don't see them winning a playoff game. Unless they're a wild card team and they face a team like Philly or Dallas, or if they end up facing a team like the Panthers, maybe the Rams, even though the Rams do have a lot more experience than them, or the Vikings, then yeah, I might consider the 49ers winning a playoff game. But as far as facing teams like the Packers, the Saints, the Seahawks, I don't believe in them. And I do believe one of those 3 teams is going to come out of the NFC and win the NFC, okay? And, you know, the reason why I feel the 49ers, my theory with the 49ers is they're a really good team, but they're about a year away. I've been saying that for weeks now. They're a year away. They're a year away. Next year, then come talk to me. But this year, not quite there. And they really remind me of the Los Angeles Rams the year before they went to the Super Bowl. Okay, so in 2017, they remind me of the 2017 Los Angeles Rams. You know, you got Sean McVay, the great new head coach, Kyle Shanahan, the great new head coach, you know, Jimmy G on the uprise, Jared Goff was on the uprise, Todd Gurley, really good running back, you know, Telvin Coleman, Matt Breida, really good running backs, okay, you know, Nick Bosa, great young defensive player, you know, Forrest Buckner, great player, Aaron Donald, great player on the defensive side of the football. So that team reminds me of that Rams team a lot. And the reason why I mentioned the 2017 Rams is because they pretty much jumped onto the scene. You know, the year before, they were terrible. Last year, the 49ers, they were terrible. This year, they're really, really good. The Rams had a home playoff game in 2017. The year before they went to the Super Bowl, they had a home playoff game, okay? And everyone was saying, oh, the Rams are this next big thing. They're the next great team. And they lost at home. Yes, they lost their home playoff game to the Atlanta Falcons. A team that was probably not better than them, but a team that had an MVP level quarterback in Matt Ryan at the time. They had the experience, and they had just been there and done that before. They were a more experienced and playoff ready team than the Rams at the time. I know the Rams at that time were talented. I know the 49ers are talented. But when you start talking about Super Bowl, talent's not the only thing that's going to get you there. There's something to be said about teams that know how to win come playoff time. Who on this 49ers team knows how to win in the playoffs? Emmanuel Sanders? Is that all you got? Listen, I love the 49ers roster. Jimmy G's on the uprise. I love their running backs. I love their offensive line. I love the way they spread the ball around to their wide receivers. George Kittle's a monster. That Emmanuel Sanders trade was excellent. They were able to pick him up. That's a huge addition to the team. I love the defense. Richard Sherman is doing his thing. The secondary is good enough. Nick Bosa, Buckner, D Ford. I mean, you know, they have really good linebackers. This team's just great overall. But when they have to face a team like the Packers, the Saints, the Seattle Seahawks, heck, even if they do get to the Super Bowl, facing a team like the Ravens or the Patriots, you know what those teams have elite level quarterbacks. At least Lamar Jackson is playing like an MVP this year. But let's just stick to the NFC, okay? The Packers, elite quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. The Seahawks, elite quarterback in Russell Wilson. Drew Brees, I do think Drew Brees is kind of taking a slight step back, but he's still a really, really good quarterback. He's better than Jimmy G. Running game, Packers have a good running game. Saints have a good running game. Seattle, that's their bread and butter, running the football. Pass rushers. All three of those teams have solid, good pass rushers that can get after the quarterback. I know Seattle has Clowney and not really anyone else, but again, Pete Carroll's a great defensive-minded head coach. You know the defense for Seattle is going to be good as long as they're under Pete Carroll, okay? Coaching. The Packers do have a question at head coaches. They do have a first-year head coach. I'll give you that. But what about the Seattle Seahawks? What about the New Orleans Saints? They have the better head coach. And my question for the 49ers is, when the game is tight, if the opposing quarterback does not turn the football over, if they're efficient, if Drew Brees is on his A game, if Aaron Rodgers is on his A game, if Russell Wilson is on his A game, that defense isn't quite as good as it is advertised in the playoffs, what are you going to do? What is Jimmy G going to do? What is Kyle Shanahan going to do? What if they start bad? What if they can't control the clock? What if they don't get out to an early lead? Because the 49ers, they're a really good team, but they're more built to play with a lead. And the reason why I say that is because they run the football a lot, okay? And they love to control the clock. They love to control the line of scrimmage. They're a methodical football team. Look, the 49ers have a great offense. They do strike you with big plays at times, but the 49ers, the more ideal thing for them is to stay on schedule and run the football. If the 49ers are down a bunch of points, then Jimmy G is going to be forced to throw the football a lot more than Kyle Shanahan probably wants him to, okay? So what happens if Aaron Rodgers starts out pretty fast out the gate? What happens if Drew Brees and the Saints start really fast? Then you can dial up some pressures and some blitzes and get after Jimmy G. Same with Seattle. What if Russell Wilson's on his A game? You've seen Russell Wilson this year. Russell Wilson might be the best player in football the way he's playing. And as far as the Super Bowl goes, the Ravens match up really well with the 49ers. The Patriots have the experience. They match up well with anyone. And also with the 49ers, some of their wins, again, the Carolina Panthers game was a game where they put it all together. I will give them credit. That's a really good win. Okay, but Kyle Allen's not that impressive to me. He's just not. And they barely beat the Redskins, okay? The Redskins, they beat them 9-0. That game was 0-0 at the half. The Redskins are not a good football team. They're not. And people want to say, oh, it was raining that day. The conditions were bad. That's the reason the 49ers struggled. Okay. What happens if you don't have home field advantage? You have to go to New Orleans. You have to go to the snow and tundra of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Okay? You going to be able to play in that weather? Are you going to be able to play in those conditions? I just don't know. I really just don't know. The Steelers game, they had 5 turnovers in that game. They somehow won. That's not impressive. You barely beat the Steelers, barely beat the Redskins. You barely beat Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. Really? I know the Cardinals are an improving team, but the Cardinals have a bad offensive line, a rookie quarterback, and a rookie head coach, and they almost won the game versus the 49ers. So my thing with the 49ers is just slow down, put the brakes on the 49ers just a tad bit. They're talented. And also, guys, the other thing is the 49ers, everyone says, oh, the 49ers will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Really? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I look at this upcoming schedule. Seattle, Cardinals, who you struggled with the first time, okay? Packers. The Packers will be coming off a bye week to play, you guys, not to mention. So Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur are going to have a week to prepare for Jimmy G and Nick Bosa and all those boys, okay? I'm just saying. At the Ravens, you see the way Lamar Jackson playing? You see the way they dominated the Patriots? I don't know if you can beat the Ravens. At the Saints, I know the Saints struggle, but again, we haven't seen the 49ers face a team like the Saints this year yet. How will they respond? The Falcons at home, I know the Falcons are a terrible team, but they just beat the Saints. The Falcons have talent. The Rams, I know you beat them, but can you beat them twice? At Seattle, I mean, you got to face Russell Wilson twice this year still, so the 49ers don't even have the division locked up yet. So my thing with the 49ers is, look, they're a good team. They're a talented team, but they're a year away. And I just really struggle to find how people can pick the 49ers to go and beat Aaron Rodgers and beat Russell Wilson and beat the Saints team in the playoffs. I just don't see it. the way Aaron Rodgers is playing, the way the Packers are playing, even if the 49ers have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, Green Bay can go into San Francisco and they can win. Seattle can do the same thing. New Orleans can do the same thing. I like Jimmy G. I like Kyle Shanahan. But come talk to me next year. The 49ers are about a year away and they are overrated. I'm sorry, guys. That's just my opinion. Be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? You know, or potentially if it doesn't, you know, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, you know, get other people hip to this channel, you know, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.